Mockito shouldn't work. It introduces pass-by-reference semantics into Java, which is a pass-by-value language. Mockito is a Java mock library. Let's explore why the API is puzzling and understand it by writing our own toy implementation. As usual, we use the Java shell JShell, so you can try these same commands on your own JShell terminal. We use Maven to pull down Mockito's dependencies. Maven archetype helps us bootstrap our project. Next, we edit the POM file to add the Mockito library and set the Java version to 17. Maven's copy dependencies command downloads and copies the relevant jar files into the target/dependency folder. We start JShell with the Mockito dependencies in the class path. Using Mockito is 3 simple steps. Step 1. Create a mock instance of the class or interface you want mocked. In this case, we'll mock the java.util.list interface. Step 2. Declare to Mockito which method you want mocked. Here we're mocking list's size method. Final step. Say what the mock instance should return when the mocked method is invoked. In this case, we say return 29. There are other variants, but we won't explore them, because even this API shouldn't work. Here's Mockito.when signature. Basically, it's a static method in the Mockito class that accepts an object instance. When we say Mockito.when open parenthesis list.size close parenthesis, the argument to Mockito.when is the evaluated value of list.size. In other words, Mockito.when, when evaluating its body, does not know how the arguments to it came. That's the definition of pass-by-value. As this example shows, the method can't change arg cannot change the argument. Neither does it know if it was passed a list instance saved to a var or an instance that was created on the fly. But this is Mockito's behavior. How does Mockito.when know that list.getZero was invoked? Invoking an undefined mocked method returns the default type for the method's return type. Int returns 0, Boolean returns false, object returns null, and so on. We know 2 facts. 1. Java is a pass-by-value language. 2. Mockito sets up a mock instance's behavior with Mockito.when open parenthesis, mock instance.method args close parenthesis. When we face 2 opposing facts, it's a sign that something else must be at work. Since Java's pass-by-value is inviolable, Mockito must be doing something else. Let's try a simple example. We create a hash map mock and mock the get or default method. Now we invoke Mockito.when, but instead of invoking the mock method inside it, we pass null and configure the mock to return foo. There's no error. And invoking map.getterDefault with key value will return foo. Given that Mockito.when, though it was passed null, works as if it were passed the mock instance, it must be that the mock instance is somehow identifying itself to the Mockito framework. Let's write our own Mockito. For simplicity, our Mockito will only mock one interface mlist. The interface mlist has 2 methods size and get. The interface then return has only one method. Our toy framework, toy Mockito, has a static instance of then return, a static implementation of mlist, and the standard static methods when and mock. Let's test our implementation. First, we create our mock instance and assert we get null or 0 in the cases where mock behavior has not been defined. Next, we test the actual mock behavior of size, and also assert that one mock's behavior does not intersect with the behavior of another mock instance. Let's pause here to look at the implementation of mlist. It maintains one variable, sizeVal, to return the size and a map to mock the get method. Suppose we're mocking mylist.size. Immediately the static instance of then return is set to a new lambda that assigns to sizeVal. The method itself returns sizeVal. Notice that sizeVal is set to 1, 2, 3, which is the behavior we defined. Get is implemented similarly, but using a map because get can take different arguments. We won't go through it. Leave a comment if you would like a more detailed explanation.
That's it, really. We have reverse-engineered an amazing library by being puzzled by its seemingly obvious behavior. I do not know the names of Mockito's library authors, but they have done an amazing job designing it. By simulating pass-by-reference, they have created a magical library. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and enable notifications. If you learned something new, chances are your friends will too. Do share.